Good morning from Edinburgh, Scotland. I'm so excited to be here. It's a city that I have wanted to visit for so long, so I'm super excited to spend a few days here exploring, taking you guys along with me. Despite having been to the UK, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 times over the years. Obviously, Luke being from the UK, we come and visit his family at least once a year before the pandemic, and yeah, never made it up this way. I have been to Scotland before, but only to Aberdeen, and that was 12 years ago. So do a revisit to this country to see the capital. There's Christmas markets, I guess. There's a castle. It's a UNESCO literary city. So there's tons of bookshops, and oh, I'm so excited. Hi, I'm Laura. 11 years ago, my boyfriend Luke and I set off for a gap year that accidentally changed our lives. Since we left home in 2010, we have lived in New Zealand, Australia, South Korea, Mexico, and are now living in Lithuania. These videos are a small window into the adventures we seek along the way. My first stop of the morning is going to be at the Pantry. It's like a brunch and coffee shop. It's pretty chilly, as you can see. I've got my gloves on, and I need a little something to warm me up to start the day, so let's go. I'm heavily caffeinated now. It was very, very delicious. I'm toasty warm and ready to explore. Look at this beautiful, like, little lane. I'm so excited to be here. My first stop is at a bookshop that is just around the corner. It's a used bookshop, supposed to be like one of the best in the city, and get to see all these beautiful stone cottages along the way. That was the best bookstore I've ever been in. Every book was like curated. It was so well selected. Yeah, just incredible. I highly recommend if you're ever in Edinburgh to go there, because I accidentally bought half the store, so. I'm well caffeinated. I bought more books than I need, and I can even carry in my carry-on probably. Should we do some sightseeing? Not to sound like an American in Europe, but the architecture is so magical, you guys. Look at this. Around every corner there's just another like little alley of these beautiful stone buildings, and the facades of the buildings are so quaint, historical, beautiful, and Christmassy too, with all these lights and all the trees and the decorations and stuff. So it gives you good vibes, you know? The Royal Mile is the main street in the old town of Edinburgh, and where you'll find St. Giles Cathedral. Lots of pubs and bright red phone booths, and all of the whiskey and tartan scarves you can, or in my case, can't, fit into your suitcase. I walked along the Royal Mile until I eventually reached the castle. You can walk around the outer area and take in the view for free, but if you want to go in, you'll pay £18, or about $25 US. You have to pre-book your tickets, which I didn't know about, so I just ended up enjoying the castle from up close and then headed to explore more of the old town. I walked along Victoria Street, which has lots of colourful buildings and more beautiful architecture, as well as some shops and restaurants that caught my eye. Just when I was thinking it was a little bit expensive here. Well, it is a little bit expensive here. The castle is £18 to get into. Even the cathedral charges £5 to go in. And then I stumbled upon this historical little church and graveyard, and it's really beautiful. And look at these buildings. Big sign that says free. This wall behind me was built in 1513 as a way of strengthening the already sort of wall that surrounded the city that was built in the 12th century, and it was to keep out the English. The English never arrived at that time. In parentheses on the sign it says yet. But it's so interesting that this wall still stands. 1513, that's pretty amazing. I've been strolling around the city now for a few hours. It's so beautiful. People are so friendly here, so nice, and I'm getting hungry now. So most of the places marked on my map are restaurants, so I'm gonna have to narrow it down. I am quite close to one that I have had my eye on and I'm looking forward to trying, so let's go see. That sandwich was insanely delicious. It was a Scottish hog roast. I'm not sure what was so Scottish about it, but it was roasted pork. It was so juicy. You choose your sauce, the size of the sandwich, and you can either have it with stuffing or haggis. I had it with haggis. If you haven't heard of haggis before, it's basically the national dish here. Let me tell you a little about it. Haggis is a type of pudding, kind of like black pudding, and is made of the liver, heart, and lungs of a sheep. It's minced up and mixed with beef or mutton fat, oatmeal, onions, and spices like cayenne pepper. The mixture is then packed into a sheep's stomach and boiled. You cut it open and eat the filling once it's cooked. I spent the rest of the afternoon checking out more used bookshops around town to see if any could be quite as good as the Golden Hare. Alas, none could meet those same expectations, even though they were all excellent for different reasons. It was a nice way to discover some more titles that I'd never heard of before, and equally a great way to stay warm as the sun was starting to set. Before I could call it a night though, I had to pop in for a pint, perhaps my favorite thing to do when I'm in the UK. As a solo traveler in the UK, there is no better place to get chatting to the locals than at a little free house pub. I sat at the bar for a pint and enjoyed some good company before heading home for an early night. Good morning on another beautiful day in Edinburgh. Today I'm going to hop on the bus and go to Dean Village, which is a little village on the outskirts of Edinburgh. So I'm getting the bus. As you can see, a nice British neighborhood. If you've been before, you know these developments. And yeah, I'm excited, so let's get exploring. I got a little bit lost, but it's okay because it feels like I'm getting lost in a fairy tale. But I'm now going over the Water of Leith, which is down there somewhere. I'm on Dean's Bridge and walking into Dean Village. It's a little bit busy, but it's so beautiful. I can't. And it's sunny again. So what a day to explore on this busy road. So this waterway, the Water of Leith, leads all the way to the North Sea. Might head there this afternoon to the town or neighbourhood of Leith, which is the east side of Edinburgh. I've got my all-day bus pass, so I might as well get some use out of it. But it's really so nice down here. I think there's some like older homes to check out as well in the village, so that's what I'm wandering towards, I think. But either way, this is just a nice place to get lost.
I eventually found some of the beautiful buildings of Dean Village and wandered around for a bit, just enjoying the blue skies and architecture.
It feels pretty special when you can find these little quiet places that feel like separate villages in the middle of a city. I mean, you walk maybe another 10 minutes, not even, and we're back in the center of Edinburgh. So yeah, thanks to those of you that recommended this place, because wow, it's pretty cool, pretty special, very beautiful, and nice to see the Water of Leith up close. Imagine getting to live in there. These are apartments. That's pretty incredible. So beautiful about here. It literally is like fairy tale-esque architecture, isn't it? Right, I'm just at the bus stop now, waiting for the bus to go pretty much to the other side of the city. I'm on the west side of the city. I'm gonna head to the east side of the city, get a coffee, and explore that whole side that I haven't seen yet. So let's go.
After a coffee, I was near a few more bookshops, so it seemed silly not to check them out. Then it was up to Calton Hill for some of the best inner city views.
I am at Calton Hill, which sits atop the city, pretty much right on the edge of the city centre at the end of Brunch Street. Very easy to get to after I walked under the bridge 6 times. You have to be on the bridge to get up here, but it's sunny and the views are incredible. Just been walking around this path and wow, I didn't realize how close we were to the sea, but I told you we'd get a glimpse of the North Sea today, so look at this. Look at her. Let's get a closer look, shall we?
Calton Hill is home to several monuments as well as an observatory and a cafe. The neighborhood you walk through to get there is also packed with beautiful architecture. My last stop of the day, before the pub of course, was to check out the Christmas market. It had a few different stalls with Scottish souvenirs like tartan blankets and wool scarves, but most of it was mulled wine and German sausages, and a few carnival rides for kids. The views, however, were pretty special indeed.
I am back home in Lithuania now. I landed to snow yesterday, which was pretty magical actually, but I had so much fun in Edinburgh. It was a bit of a whirlwind, but I'm so glad I got a chance to explore it. I hope you guys enjoyed traveling around the city with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. If you have any questions about traveling to the UK at the moment, let me know in the comments below and I can share some links that I found really helpful while I was planning my trip. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!